What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne coming at you with another crazy video. But first, my goal is to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. And you already know, Reclaim Your Throne.
Right here, right now. It's the right time, It's the right sound. Right now. Tell the whole pipe down. Tell that nigga pipe down.
So guys, we got to get right into this, bro. We're going to be talking about exes, ex situations, and how to avoid being confronted by a girl's ex if you are dealing with a chick who may or may not be in a relationship or just got out of a quote-unquote toxic relationship. So let's get into it.
I'm sorry, get over your ex. Stop it.
All right, guys. So I want to break this down because yes, you should be getting over your exes, but the way in which she tells women to get over their exes is absolutely incorrect. Okay, she's saying have a one-night stand, go on a girls trip, and although I think maybe a family vacation could do you some good as a woman, I don't think just getting laid by the next guy is going to help you out, because it really doesn't make any sense. Okay, a lot of these chicks are breaking up with these quote-unquote Chads and Tyrones based off of the fact that they were, cheated on by these guys, right? So your response is to go and smash another guy who you're also sharing. And how do I know that you're sharing this guy? Oh, because you guys are not in an exclusive relationship. So it always makes me, wonder, why are women willing to share men who don't really do anything for them, but then when a guy comes and he's really applying pressure and doing the right things and, being a good boyfriend, and maybe he, wants to exercise that sexual variety, why can you not share that guy, but you will share another guy who's not doing anything for you?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the story has arrived. Get your popcorn. We're going to talk about how I got cheated on and how I walked in on my ex doing with another girl. Okay, so we're going to backtrack it all the way to that morning. So I wake up, I go over to his house, I have work that day, and I'm like, hey, I show up, there's clients, he owns an outfitter business here where I live, and I'm like, hey, it's nice to meet you. The clients had arrived. It was a group of girls. Which, side note, it's not weird that it was girls because that happens all the time, but he rents out his house as an Airbnb to his clients, so normally he stays with me. So he was just there getting him settled in and everything. So I met all of them. So I hang out there for a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I have to leave for work. It's nice to meet y'all. And so then I leave, and he's like, can you pick me up later and take me to your house? And I was like, yeah, of course. So while I'm at work and everything, he's acting all weird, not Snapchatting me, which our main communication was on Snapchat and text.
Okay, I'm sorry, but she totally just transformed into a whole different chick in a matter of 65 seconds. This is what we are dealing with in today's day and age when it comes to dating. I mean, you have this woman and she completely, she's a whole different person. She's got a different skin tone now. She's got different eyelash length, different lips. I mean, and they say men are liars. This is crazy.
Text, we did both. And so we're like, shoot, hold on. So he's just being really sketchy and everything all day long and not really answering my questions and stuff, just not being right. And I know he
Shorty drawing the avatar hieroglyphics on her face.
wasn't working. He was just at the house hanging out with all these girls that came in town to hunt. So we're just like, I'm like confronting him about him acting weird and everything. And I'm like, dude, you're being so weird. Like, are you cheating on me? I have like a gut feeling. And he's like, no, Taylor, like, you're stupid. Like, you suck as a person. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, literally downing me all day. And so I'm like crying at work. It's fine. I'm fine. And so then he's like, I'm going to bed. Like, I'm going to sleep on the couch. Like, pick me up. I'm too drunk to drive to your house. And I was like, okay, whatever. That's fine. It's 8 o'clock. I get off work an hour early and I show up to his house and I walk in to wake him up to pick him up. And he's like on the freaking couch with this random girl. Mid taking a shot, by the way. So I walk in. I'm like, this is awkward. Like, I'm going to go home. You can stay here. So I leave. So I get home, my roommate's like, no, girlfriend, like, go back to the house and see if he's cheating on you. So I'm like, okay. So I call my other girlfriend and I'm like on the phone and I pull up to his house and his like window to his living room's open. And so like, I literally like army crawled. I'm on the phone with my friends. So I army crawl all the way up to his window and I'm listening. And it is so, like, I cannot make this up. Like, it is so obvious that they're about to, you know what.
Damn, I literally thought she was done with the makeup, but she's still going.
Because he's like saying like, take off your shirt. And she's like, nah.
What?
Plus, I'm like looking through the window and watching this all unfold. So then I like bang on the door and everything. And I'm like, hey, I'm here. I walk into the house. They go running. She's hiding in the closet. He's fake sleeping. And I'm like, I know you just cheated on me. I'm better than you. I'm better than this. And you do not deserve me. So that's it.
Oh my God. That was pretty funny. And, you know, the worst thing about the makeup thing is she looked a lot better without the makeup than when she started to put it on. But as far as, like, the little breakup story, honestly, like, I really don't care. I mean, I don't know what the guy looked like. She chose him, obviously. And, you know, it seemed like he was a business owner. He was doing pretty well. So that just goes to show that if he sounds like a Malcolm, okay? He sounds like a Malcolm. He sounds like a mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. So, you know, he's going to be having options, and he's going to be exploring and expressing those options because, I mean, he's got his business going. He's got a couple Airbnbs going. I mean, the guy's making bread, and he wants that sexual access and that sexual variety, which I always talk about. So, obviously, she caught on to the game a little late. She's probably going to learn this lesson many, many, many times until she realizes that she's going to have to settle for a lower level Malcolm, a medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, if she wants that man to be exclusive and faithful to just her. Okay, guys, so this final video is for the bros, okay? This is for all the brothers out here because when you are out here dealing with these women as a black male, okay, as a young brother, you are susceptible to getting deleted out here because a lot of these women love dealing with street dudes, love dealing with thug dudes. 9 times out of 10, if you are dealing with a sister, her ex was a street dude, and that man still wants vengeance, okay? He still has a grudge. He still doesn't like the way things were left off with him and his ex. Sometimes he's still dating that woman. Sometimes he's paying for the apartment that she's staying in. Remember the Trouble situation where Trouble got deleted over a brother in Rockdale who, or over a sister in Rockdale who he was smashing out, and you know the guy who pretty much was paying the bills at the apartment, and I think the apartment was actually in his name. He pulls up and he deletes Trouble, and it's a very sad situation. But this can happen to any of you guys. I mean, it can happen to, you know, white guys as well, Hispanic guys, whatever. But I am specifically talking about the community because it happens to us more than often. So let's get into the video right here.
Quick story time. Situation. 2003. Uncle sets me up with a chick that he works with. I think nothing of it. Chocolate, she bad, okay. Go to her crib. Sitting there, we are enjoying each other's company. We're getting close, we busting it up. All of a sudden, her phone rings about 10 times in about 5 minutes. I think nothing of it. Does it again. Now this time about 20 times, 25 times in about 15 minutes. Now I'm looking at her like, yo, you want to answer that? She gives me the, nah, I know who it is. You want to let me know who it is? Her exact words is, oh, it's just my ex. We just broke up. You know, ain't about nothing. He just can't take no for an answer. And I'm like, you sure I should be over here? She say, yeah. We sitting there, we getting all hot and heavy, start to kissing, start to touching. Phone rings again, and it constantly keeps ringing. Now I'm looking at her like she's sideways. She finally answers the phone. First thing I hear from homeboy on the other end is, who you in the crib with? She goes, nobody. I'm in the crib by myself. Now I'm looking at her like she's sideways. Because why are you lying? If it's your ex, why don't you tell him the fucking truth? That you got another nigga in the house. All of a sudden, he goes, all right, well, if you ain't in the house by yourself, come open the door. Her eyes got big as fucking a bubbled eyes Benz. Like she just literally got in the, and you can see the fear come across her. I've never seen somebody so chocolate turn so white so fast. When she did that, I stood up, I adjusted my clothes, because we was about to get a little hot and heavy. I had to adjust myself real quick. Literally adjusted my waistband, and I pulled out the 45 that I had on me. Cocked one, put it in the chamber, took the safety off. And I told her, I put on my jacket, I said, let's go. And when she looked at me, why you got that in my house? We're not playing these type of games.
At all.
I'm not about to lose my life because you want to lie.
Absolutely.
When she opened the door, 3 of his boys came in. All 3 of them had teardrop tattoos on their face. When I had my burner out, they all knew what it was hitting for. Excuse me, I'm walking out the door. You talk to your woman. Listen, gentlemen, a lot of these chicks be gassing us up. Don't go to their crib if you ain't tooled up, because it might be the last time. And a lot of them will put our freedom on the line, because if something would have went off, everybody would have had to go, because I can't leave no witnesses. So be careful if you're going to be on the females' houses. Even when I drive out of state, that joint stay in the damn trunk. Quick story time.
All right, guys, so let's break this video down. And one of the things that really stood out to me was the first comment that I saw on this post from the Spiritual Word. And it's very telling that a lot of these sisters don't care for the safety of these Malcolms, these mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable men. They don't care for the safety. They don't care about your finances. They don't care, if you're doing something good for society or for the community. They don't care that you're a law-abiding citizen and, you are exercising your Second Amendment right in self-defense. They don't care at all right? Because this is what she says. Erica, something official, whatever, she says, I understand what he's saying, but damn, leave her in a situation where her life could have most likely been in danger is equally as crazy too. Actually, no, it's not, because she's the one who put his life in danger by not having her romantic life and personal life situated before bringing in somebody else, bringing in a foreign entity into that relationship. See, these women do this all the time, and then they want to skirt accountability. But the reality is that this brother could have ended up like trouble, okay? This brother's life could have been taken because this woman was smashing multiple dudes. And this is why you cannot deal with these Tatianas out here who are dealing with multiple men, because men get jealous over women, all right? They don't know when to walk away sometimes. And yeah, you can say, oh, well, these men need to get over it. Well, these women should not be giving these men who get jealous access to their box, to their energy, to their vibe, to their essence, right? So that's really the issue right there. So I hope all of you brothers can learn from this situation. This brother could have lost his life. The dudes with the face tattoos, you already know what type of time they are on, all right? So you definitely want to be careful with that, man. But shout out to this Malcolm right here, this mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. He lives to fight another day, or should I say live to smash another day. But yeah, man, I hope we can learn something from this. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy, Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship question to the email down below with a screenshot of your cash app so I know you paying your tithes, man. Y'all need to be on your motherfucking team with the BS. You already know. Reclaim your throne.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.